What's up? It's your boy Los LOS, and this is the Community Leaders Podcast. And today on the table we have Jasmine Robinson. What's up, Jasmine?
Hey, how you doing?
I am great. So tell me about your day. How did it go today?
Well, today I basically just been doing a lot of last minute wedding planning. I sent out my invitations today because we're officially 6 months away. So September 25th is the day. Mm-hmm. So other than that, I just been doing like a lot of last minute like wedding stuff. Enjoyed a little bit of the weather because it feels nice out.
It's beautiful today.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be beautiful tomorrow.
I know. This weather is so bipolar.
Hugely bipolar. I'm getting sick of Chicago. I'm really am.
I'm so ready for summertime by now.
Yeah, because I think we're in spring right now, aren't we?
Yeah, spring.
It doesn't. Well, today feels like spring.
Yeah, some days it still feels like winter.
It sure does. So, Jasmine, can you tell the people your full name again and what you do?
So my name is Jasmine Robinson, and I am an entrepreneur / business owner. So I am the owner / co-founder of PNC Catering. Me and my fiance basically started our catering business back in 2020 during COVID. And we're still just doing the catering thing for now. Yeah. We've been really working on transitioning our catering business into a sports bar.
Okay.
So hopefully with the help of CLF, that will become a thing maybe sometime next year, 2027.
Okay, awesome. How long have you been into the bakery, the cooking cakes and stuff like that?
Well, we actually don't do the cakes and stuff.
What do you mean?
No, we just do catering,
just regular catering.
Just regular catering.
I'm thinking cakes and whatnot.
No, just like food catering, so like weddings, birthday parties, baby showers, corporate events and stuff like that.
What's the best meal that you guys put out there that people always want when you're doing one of these catering events?
Well, honestly, it varies.
Okay.
But I would say our sub sandwiches and our macaroni and cheese are our two top items on our menu.
Okay. You don't be putting raisins in your macaroni and cheese, right?
No, not at all. That sounds disgusting.
I'm just saying.
No.
So you be seeing people put all kinds of stuff in the macaroni and cheese, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you said you and your fiance in 6 months, you guys be ready to get married and whatnot?
Yes.
How long you guys been dating or together or whatnot?
So as of this year, September, it will be 14 years.
14 years?
14 years that we've been together.
Awesome. 14 years is a long time.
It is.
You're gonna add another 25 to 30 more years on top of that.
Yes.
Amen to that. So tell us today, what are your plans with all this information that you're getting from CLF? What are you planning to do with all this information?
So that's a great question because CLF is a really great program and they do give us a lot of information and resources and stuff like that. So earlier I did mention opening a sports bar. So that is like my main number one priority. But I also plan to recommend other people like myself that I know that's doing good things in the community and stuff like that, so they can join the program, so they can get all of the information and the knowledge and stuff like that I'm getting. I did used to have a nonprofit organization that I was also thinking of like rebranding and starting it back up and stuff like that. It was called Girls with Potential.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What did that entail, Girls with Potential?
So Girls with Potential, what gave me the idea to create that is because when I was in high school, I pledged for a sorority. It was Delta sorority. And for some reason, I always liked the way, when you're in a sorority, their focus is like sisterhood and stuff like that. And like they don't play like when they talk about like the sisterhood and sticking together and stuff like that. So even though I have sisters and stuff like that, I always felt like that I needed more female positive role models and stuff like that around me. And I also honestly feel like younger girls, because this Girls with Potential organization will mostly be for like the younger girls, like high school girls and stuff like that, to basically like help them build a foundation at an early age so that when they do like graduate high school and go out there and just want to do different things, they have like a solid foundation behind them, something like how the sorority sisters are with each other and stuff like that. So that was kind of like my idea.
I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Bring that back.
Yeah.
We gotta bring that back. We gotta help these girls. They need a better. You know how Chicago is right now. You know they could go a different way. You know
That's true.
And if we have positive people doing stuff like that, I mean, they could. The sky's the limit with them.
Yes.
Not even the limit. The stars are the limit. Maybe.
And I heard in CLF we had like a guest speaker. One of the I think it was one of the CLF alumni. They were saying like that the age to catch the young people is from 8 to like 11, and I didn't even know that it was that young.
I thought it was a little bit older. Too.
I thought so too. I thought like maybe 13, 15, but they said that age is like from 8 to 11. So
what are you gonna do?
I have a lot of stuff on my plate right now.
Especially your wedding.
Yes, weddings can be very stressful.
Yeah.
Trying to, and I mean, I don't really have a wedding coordinator or anything, so I'm doing everything on my own. So I mean, once I get past my CLF graduation and the wedding stuff, I have more time to get back to it.
So 2 weeks ago, you were saying that was your last class, and now you guys are doing
Our capstone projects.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who did you hook up with? Who's on your team?
Well, so we are partnering with a school.
Okay.
And I believe it's a school on the west side in North Lawndale called Webster Elementary School.
Okay.
And we're basically doing our capstone project on mental health awareness.
Let's go. That's a good one.
Because we feel that, like I was just mentioning about the girls and stuff like that, just the youth in general struggle with, like, you know, if we as adults struggle with like life stuff, you can only imagine like what younger kids go through, and they really don't have people to talk to about it and stuff like that. So we feel like mental health is very important because we see all the time people commit suicide and stuff like that because they're going through like a lot of different things and they don't have outlets or people to talk to about it and stuff like that. So we haven't finalized everything just yet, but we will have everything finalized by April 4th because that's the day that we're going to be doing our proposals and stuff like that. But we will be partnering with a school and focusing mostly with 6th and 8th graders.
I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you and I'm thinking that the catering business is awesome and amazing, right? It brings it's a multi-billion dollar, $1 million industry. Mm-hmm. But this
Girls with Potential.
Oh my God! and then what you're doing for your capstone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
like, it kind of goes hand in hand. That's true.
Kind of like, I think it's calling.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just calling me. I don't know. But I feel like it's calling you.
And just to bring a few ideas, because when I was doing the Girls with Potential, I think I maybe did it only for like 5 months. And I was doing it with like 5 other girls, like some of them that I had went to high school with. So we were going to kind of be like the big sisters to these girls.
Yeah.
And like different ideas that we had, like, you know, prom season is coming up. Yeah. So we kind of wanted to like finance like a girls' prom or like multiple girls' prom. Like, you know, a lot of times families struggle financially with being able to pay for their kids to go on prom or just them not being able to get the things that they want for prom. Right. So like a few of our ideas was like, oh, we're going to pick like 3 girls and we're going to pay for like all of their prom expenses, their dress, hair, makeup, nails, stuff like that. So,
and there's organizations out there that would help. I mean, even your neighborhood, you know, local stores could help if you even just ask them.
Yeah.
I know one of my friends, actually, he just became my friend. We're pretty cool now. His store is called Y'all Ready.
That's a nice name.
Right. And Y'all Ready, he helps out girls that are going to prom right now.
Wow.
So he makes dresses.
Oh, okay.
He actually makes dresses for Miss Universe.
Oh.
Yeah. He just
cool.
came from Thailand.
Oh, wow.
And I was just there in his storefront. And he was telling me he was getting some dresses ready for some young ladies that were going to go to prom pretty soon.
Oh,
in the coming months. So there's people out there that will help.
You can partner with, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind.
Yeah, you know a lot of CLF people too. So
yeah, that's true.
Come on, somebody. So future's looking like the catering business, married, of course. Possible, this old thing, you might come back. It might come back. What else is out there for the future for you?
That's a good question. I mean, I always thought of moving to Atlanta,
Oh, okay.
but I just recently had a baby last year in July. So I kind of tabled that a little bit. Only because I feel like business-wise, Atlanta is a good city and place.
Great city for business.
Yeah. So that was my main. Of course, I love Chicago. This is where I'm from. So I'm going to try to do some things here before I even decide if I'm going to move to Atlanta or not. But that's kind of still on the table also. The sports bar, transitioning catering into the sports bar. And my Girls with Potential organization, bringing that back.
That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like I'm one of those people who kind of put too much on myself and just try to do so many different things. So I'm trying to learn how to not put as much stuff on my plate. So right now, those are like my main little focuses for now.
Everything has a box.
Yeah,
And everything has a time.
that's true.
And how much time you're going to stay in that box before you come out the box and do something else. As long as we focus ourselves, I'm talking to me too, girl.
Yeah.
As long as we focus ourselves, okay, this is the time, this is the box I'm going to stay in for whatever I'm doing at the time. But when that time's up, move on. Because I gave myself that time. If not, you're going to burn yourself out.
Actually, I just thought of something else that I.
Let's go.
And I guess it's so. My daughter, she is 8 months.
Okay.
And since she's been 3 months, she's been on Chicago PD, The Shy,
Come on, somebody.
a Huggies commercial.
Okay.
And just like a lot of, I'm basically like her manager, momager.
Hello, yes.
And and it's funny because I didn't even know like that this was something that I was gonna get her into, but acting is like something else that I don't put a lot of time towards it because I don't want to be like a starving actress or anything like that. But I do background and extra work for like some of these shows also.
Okay.
So it just came across like my email that these casting agencies and stuff like that I work through were looking for babies. And I just randomly like submitted her.
I got one.
For I randomly submitted her for Chicago PD. That was first when she was only 3 months. And she literally got picked.
Wow.
And since then, I just been submitting her for like so many different things. And she's been getting booked for these things. And I've been having a lot of people.
She must be a cutie patootie. She must be a cutie patootie.
She is. And she full of personality. Like everybody is always so surprised. Like she's so young, but she's so alert, so aware, so like full of energy.
Let's go.
But a lot of people been messaging me asking like, how can I get my kid into this?
Yeah.
So I honestly just recently started a kids talent agency. So I was like, I know it's something that I knew.
You're forgetting right now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that your kids been like everywhere. Actually, the shows that I do watch, so I'll be looking for babies taking screenshots and send them to you. Is that her? Is this one her?
Do you watch The Shy?
I haven't watched The Shy in over a year.
Okay, because she's the main. It did.
Yeah.
It did change, and this the last season too.
Okay. Last season?
Last season.
Okay.
So she's a main character. She is Emmett and Keisha's daughter. They just had a baby. She's their daughter on The Shy.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now I gotta watch it again. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I love that. Okay, so we have that going on.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about CLF. So all the classes are done. You're working on your capstone. What was one of the best classes that you went to that you could think about? I learned a lot here, or this one really impacted me.
Let me think. Because honestly, all of them were really good. I'm trying to think like a specific topic. Oh, networking.
Networking. That's a good one.
Yes, only because I don't consider myself a good networker. So we had
The list.
Yes. We had him come in and give us like tips and stuff like that of different things to do, like when we're out in these spaces and stuff like that. And a naturally like shy, quiet person.
Okay.
And I'm not that person that's just gonna go up and just start talking to somebody randomly. But if somebody come up to me, then yeah, I'll engage into conversation and stuff like that. But that particular class, I feel like it helped me most only because of that reason, because I don't know how to network. Like, I don't know how to hold, like, conversations. He gave us, like, a lot of good tips on, like, things to do specifically to say, to, like, start a conversation, to keep the conversation going, to make it where, like, let's say I ask you a question, and you just say, like, a yes or no. Like, we need to ask questions that'll prolong the conversation.
Bring out the person to actually share with you something.
Yes.
Right.
So that I love that class. And then he do different like networking events or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna let him know that you spoke about him. Actually go to church with him.
And so he told me about his church too. What's so funny is I had met him before the CLF class because I catered one of their alumni events. And I was still like setting up and stuff like that when they started like coming in. Okay. And everything that he taught us or told us in the class, he did it on me. And I was wondering like, why is he asking me all these questions?
He's practicing.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I was like, that was kind of weird, but not weird. But it was nice. We made like a connection and stuff like that day. So then when I saw him at the CLF class, it was like, oh. Hey.
Was that your guinea pig? Testing that on me. But it's good because now you know what he does. And he's gotten better in it. So he's actually doing network events like you said. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. I love that story. And he's going to love that story when he sees this.
Yeah, he will. I told him during the class too. Well, I told the class. I was like, and he ain't lying, y'all. Everything that he just told us, he literally did it on me. And I was wondering why was he doing that. I didn't know all this stuff about him at the time. But he was really asking me all of these questions. And I felt a little uncomfortable because, like I said, I don't really like to talk to people like that.
Who are you? Who sent you?
He was like, so why CLF? I'm like, yeah.
Well, he's a future pastor, so you know they be talking.
Okay.
They be talking. So
that makes sense.
That's awesome. So, last question, always the last question. I told you I'm gonna keep this short with you, like that we could get home and get to those babies.
Baby,
my bad, baby. I got babies, baby. If you had a superpower, remember this one? What would it be?
No.
It doesn't have to be the same one. Because I don't remember either.
I don't remember. What is the superpower? Maybe I would say to see the future.
Ah, okay. Why?
Only because I feel like I'm moving out of this, but I feel like I'm like an impatient person. And I like to see the results before like the work, if that makes sense. Or like I feel like I'm always just working so hard towards stuff, and I feel like it take long to come. So I don't know. Maybe I would want to be able to see like how bright my future would be or how successful I can be based on like the work that I'm putting in now.
Right, all the hard work you're putting in.
Yeah.
Is this going to pan out? Is this going to be
good?
I can see that. Yeah. That's a good one. Well, Jasmine, I want to thank you for coming down and doing this video with me. No
problem. It was my pleasure.
For a second time.
Right. Hopefully no issues with this one.
No issues. Well, this was the episode with CLF and Jasmine Robinson.
Thank you.